Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard.
I'm back again, y'all, with part 2 of this Tyre Nichols video from Memphis, Tennessee. Told y'all I'm gonna bring this to y'all. We're gonna show these five disgusting motherfuckers. Can't even really call them human. In the first video y'all seen where he got up and ran away. This video right here is where they actually caught him. Some more cops caught him, and this is the results of them catching him.
First is a video at the second scene. This is after Nichols was initially
Watch
pulled
him
over.
right there.
And in that video, you can see he was already
plainly
on the ground
kicked
after
him.
he was pulled over at that other location. The officers in the video repeatedly punch and kick Nichols over and over again in the video. At one point, you can see they stand him up, they hold his hands behind his back and begin punching and hitting him and wrestle him down to the ground again. At various points in time in the video, they also kick him. Now, body-worn camera of the same incident, we're able to actually hear what the officers are saying in that very scene that you are watching right there. Those officers repeatedly order Nichols to, quote, give them their hands. They pepper spray him, punch him, and kick him over and over again, wrestling his hands.
Now this cop right here has a baton in his hand. You're hitting a handcuffed suspect with a baton. I don't know if he's handcuffed, but it looked like his hands ain't free. You're hitting him with a baton. This guy right here kicked him in the head twice. Now watch these two right here. They're gonna stand him up and continue to beat down on him
behind his back. Now, in an earlier video, we saw police initially pull over Nichols.
Baton and
you can see
wailing
body
on
cam
him.
video on that. We're reviewing that video right now where they pull Nichols over, and within seconds they draw firearms and begin shouting at him to get out of his car.
Boom, he punched him right there. Y'all see that?
At that initial scene,
then punched him
numerous
again.
officers wrestle him to the ground. At one point, Nichols says to the officers, "I am on the ground,
then
and
punches
man,
him
you
again.
guys are doing a lot." The officers then threaten to tase him, and at some point, Nichols breaks free and runs away from those 5 officers. One of the officers at that initial scene fires his taser at him. It's unclear if he strikes Nichols, who has broken away. The officers' demeanor change as they radio for backup and then discuss amongst themselves how Nichols got away. All of that, again, happening on the first.
Now, as you can see, this boy is not moving. They done punched him about 6 or 7 times. The boy is dizzy. I know he's dizzy because he knocked him out while they had him standing up in handcuffs. So, oh boy, ooh, woo. Let's get back into this. Let's just see if they show you. We'll get into some more details.
First 2 minutes of that body cam video. Now, we did hear from Nichols' mother earlier, who had asked for peace. As people see this video, she says that she knows it's going to be difficult to watch and that she did not watch it herself, but she is asking for justice for her son as people review this video for the first time.
And I want to say to the 5 police officers,
when is enough going to be enough? Every time this happens to an African-American male, young male, we're always crying about peace. We're always crying about peace. Oh, we want peace. We want peace. They wasn't thinking about peace when they was whooping his ass in handcuffs, kicking him. Like his head was a soccer ball. He just kicking him, punching him. Knocked him out.
You know, the sad part about it is he couldn't even shield himself. He
Right.
couldn't even protect himself.
He couldn't even fight back. He's in handcuffs.
Mind you, they wearing boots. They have batons. They pepper sprayed him. They even tased him.
He got tased, pepper sprayed, hit with a baton, punched in the face, kicked in the head. Not to mention he got tased and got threatened to get shot and threatened to have his arm broke.
Yelled out for his mother.
And
3 times.
While this young man was on the ground, he was yelling out for his mother. While they were beating him up, while they were beating and kicking him, he was yelling for his mother. We are going to find that video and we are going to play that video on here too. So make sure y'all stay tuned to the channel. For those of you who had already subscribed to my channel, I thank you. I appreciate y'all. For those that are brand new, make sure you tell your friends, tell a friend, tell a friend. Tell the homeless dude that live in the alley to tell a friend. Tell the neighbor out there who be cutting his grass in the morning, tell a friend. Hanging out with Carlos Tipton on YouTube. At Carlos Tipton 007 on TikTok. Big Daddy Los on IG. Let's get it.
That murdered my son. You also disgraced your own families when you did this. But you know what? I'm going to pray for you and your families.
And again, we're going to give you a little context here. Again, this all started January 7th when police pulled Nichols over on suspicion of reckless driving at around 8:30 in the evening. The police initially said that Nichols ran from that scene and he was injured as off.
Look at this. Look at this. His eyes complete. Baby, these photos of him in the hospital.
Are you serious?
Yeah, his eyes completely shut. Completely shut. Look at this. Now, does this look like a traffic stop? Does this look like a traffic stop, or does this look like a gang mauling? That was a gang that beat up on this man who couldn't even defend himself. Who was on his way home, and this is what happens. You can't even go home. You can't even be in the streets. You can't even be outside no more without police power tripping because they have a badge and a gun. Because they feel they have the authority to do this right here. This is ridiculous. This is not a traffic stop, ladies and gentlemen. This is gang violence right here. Right here. So now this mother has to bury her son. And these cops only get to sit in a jail cell? No. No, that's not right. That's not right. If I was a judge, it couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Because if you take a life, your life is getting taken. If you violate somebody's civil rights, they violate that young man's civil rights right there. They beat him like he was a animal in the woods that was trying to attack you. They just beat him down like he was a bug. Now you see a bug run across your floor or something like that, and you constantly just step on it to make sure it's dead. And I'm not saying this young man is a bug. I'm just using that as a metaphor because that's what happened. Just like the Jalen Walker situation up here in Akron, Ohio. They shot that man while he was on the ground, emptied a whole clip in him, loaded back up, and shot him again. And in the Jalen Walker video, you can hear one of the cops say he's still moving. And this one, they were glorifying what they did to this young man. But let's get back into it.
Officers arrested him. He was taken to a Memphis area hospital after he complained about, quote, shortness of breath. 3 days later, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation said that Nichols had died. By last Sunday, Memphis police said an internal investigation was underway. And then last...
Demetrius Haley, Desmond Mills, Emmett Martin, Justin Smith, and Tydarius Bean. Now their faces plastered all over the place, and I'm not even saying. I mean, I already know somebody's probably gonna come into the comments, but you know, y'all can comment on, you know, come on in, leave your comments. But I know somebody's gonna comment on this. If these were white cops, you would never see their face on the news. Never. You would never see their face on the news. Even their own police chief is mad about this, because how does that look? You got a black police chief, you got an African American woman as your police chief, and you got 5 African American cops that just killed a young African American male, unarmed, beat him down in handcuffs, maced him, tased him, kicked him, hit him with the baton. And if they probably could, they probably would have shot him.
You know what? I take the race out of it, because you know, a lot of people gonna say you calling the race car.
That's what that's
the whole thing about that is the fact that you got all these people that's behind a badge that is literally going around killing everybody in different states, and the government is not doing anything about it. There's something got to give.
You're right.
Before everybody else snap.
You're right, but it's I think it's kind of, ladies and gentlemen, that's my baby in the background.
Let it put this way: it could be my husband or my family members or certain family members. You know what I mean?
Right.
It couldn't be mine, because it wouldn't be that marching bull crap and.
It's not working. The thing about it is, that's why I stated in my video, I'm not using the race card. I'm just saying this is how the media portrays. This is how the media portrays things. This is how the media portrays things, and it's not about a black thing. It's not about a white thing. It's about these people with badges that think they are untouchable, that think they can do whatever they want to do. They're killing people randomly. They're just doing it just to do it, because nothing is being done to them. Nothing. You want to stop police from killing people? Next time they kill somebody, you make an example out of them. You give them the death penalty. If you take a life, your life should be taken too. Especially if you are wearing a badge, because on your badge, it says to protect and serve. So how is this protecting and serving by beating and killing people? Somebody make me understand this, because I don't understand it. It's been going on too long, and every time you turn around, I don't know the grief of what these parents or husbands or wives or uncles or brothers go through, because I have not experienced that yet. But all the marching and all the protesting does not do anything. Protesting does not do it. If you're going to protest and destroy property, don't destroy the businesses around in your neighborhood. Destroy what is the cause of the problem. What is the cause of the problem? What caused this problem? For every action, there's a reaction. And these police just caused a reaction that is not going to sit well. Should the FBI get involved? Yes. Should the government get involved? Yes. Should higher ups get involved? Yes. Because they need to be made example of, whether you're white or black. Doesn't matter. If you take a life, your life should be taken. For every action, you have a reaction. Your actions cause consequences that you need to be responsible for. Not just thrown away in a jail cell so you can sit there and just look at walls. This person can't look at walls no more. Their mother or their father, their wife or husband can't see them come through the door no more.
What's crazy
So why should your family see you?
They said that they're pleading not guilty. You literally beat this guy in handcuffs, and they only doing second degree murder. And it then, should be freaking intentional murder. It should be like
death. Death. You should go in front of a judge, and that judge should give you death. Yeah, it's going to hurt your family, but think about the family that these 5 police officers just hurt. And they're sitting up there talking about what they did. Let's finish this video.
Friday, Memphis PD said its officers had violated policy and fired all 5 officers involved. Those 5 officers were arrested yesterday and charged with second-degree murder. Now, some cities here in the Bay Area are already preparing for the possibility of protests. In the last 2 days, I've had discussions with San Francisco police officers and with sheriff's deputies who all say they are on alert. In San Francisco, you can see them there, barricades around San Francisco's Hall of Justice with a narrow gap to limit how many people can approach the building at one time. Now, we also heard that there is a solidarity rally planned for Sunday in Oakland, and we are already hearing about planned protests in Chicago and Washington, D.C. And we will, of course, continue to monitor local developments here. Again, all I can tell you from having seen that video for myself, it lives up to all of the descriptions that we've heard of it so far. Heather, Frank, the words that you've heard so far about appalling video, shocking. It is that and so much more.
I guess so. After.
Wow. It's just mind-boggling because, whew. It is so mind-boggling that this even happened. You know, Send
our condolences to the family.
We're joined by Dr. Lisa Hill, Professor of Criminal Justice at Cal State East Bay. Professor, appreciate your time tonight.
Wow.
Let me start by
This is just, you know, condolences to this young man's family, Tyre Nichols. Condolences to his family. No mother or father should go through this. It's just, wow. And it's happening constantly. It's happening constantly, and it's starting to happen too much, too frequently. So we'll come back again with some updates on this, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all taking the time out to sit with me once again. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, give me that thumbs up. That bell notification so y'all can be notified and know exactly when I come back on to hit y'all with something different. You feel me? So, till next time, peace. Love y'all. Stay blessed.